especially now. I don't know. I used to like their Yoyos a lot, but now it's kind of okay. Yeah. If I were from Japan, probably still be in the same sponsor situation I am now, hopefully. What's up, everyone? Let me plug my good webcam in so you can see me better. Let me figure this out. The heck? One moment. Might even do some yo-yoing tonight, so I'm setting up the decent webcam. Yeah, so what I did for this one, instead of showing full freestyles, I kind of just took the best tricks, so to speak, from EZONE, from a few of the good players. So yeah, honestly, let's get started with that for now. Yeah. Let me get my file. I'm just warning you guys ahead of time. The audio is probably going to be too loud or too quiet, of course, as always. So just beware of that. And yeah, so for the first, I guess, highlight I'll show will be the winner of the event. That was Shion Araya. He won the 1A division by a pretty clear margin, at least 10 points probably. So yeah, here's a little segment of his routine that was pretty cool. This is gonna be really loud, by the way. So I'm waiting for this to show up. Where are the other cool people? Yeah, so I mentioned earlier, right now I don't have the audio working too well, unfortunately. Maybe at some point throughout this stream I'll be able to figure out better. But yeah, for now, not working. And so let me try to get Shion's freestyle in queue here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, one sec. It's a little large for now. And alright, yeah, beware. This is probably gonna be pretty loud, but yeah, so this is probably like the most dynamic part of Shion's routine. Definitely a strong suit here and kind of the horizontal field with behind the back. Probably has the best behind the back horizontal kind of in the game right now. As you can see, he does another horizontal line, then finishes it off with another full horizontal throw hop combo. And I really like when they like into this. So yeah, that was Shion. Probably the coolest part of this freestyle, in my opinion. Another cool freestyle was, of course, second place, Hirotaka Akiba. Hirotaka had a very, relaxed freestyle. Can you guys still hear me at all, by the way? Okay, you can hear me, cool. Yeah, I really liked this Hirotaka freestyle as well. super relaxed. This song actually was a song that Citizen used like 10 years ago, for those who know who that is. Another Chopsticks innovator. But yeah, this is like the ending of Hirotake's freestyle. I always love this like horizontal behind the back tether trick he always does. I remember the first time I saw it, it was like the craziest trick for me. But yeah, and then I'll showcase third place in 1A. It was Kohei Nishimura, and in this clip, you see he does a minus 3.0 hook, and then transitions to a whopping 4.0 hook in the second. Okay, music is still very loud, thank you. How about now? How can you guys hear me now? Okay, way better. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, so that was a 4.0 hook he does at the end. He starts out with a minus 3, does a 4.0 hook, and the thing with this guy, Kohei, he like always hits these hooks too. I remember in his Japan Nationals routine from last year, he ended up hitting, I watched it yesterday to make sure, he got 2.0 hook, 2.5 hook, 3.0 hook, both plus and minus style. Minus is like how he does it in the video. And then he does 3.5 as well. And he pretty much hit all of those first try, so he's definitely like the most consistent hook player right now in the scene, for what it's worth. Some judges will click hooks so high to where it's very worth it, but now I feel like to succeed with hooks you really have to do something like 3.0 or more at this point. Anyways, next cool freestyle in 1A was Yuiga Suzuki. He placed 4th. You see him using the stairs of the EZONE stage to his advantage, and then throwing out this insane horizontal behind the back trick. All of those hops are intense, especially the last one where he hops it off of his arm. I don't even know how he does it, honestly. But yeah, so this was an awesome part of Yuiga's freestyle, and as I mentioned earlier about the stairs, the thing that makes this EZONE contest so special is that obviously this venue is much different than in a normal Yoyo contest, of course. You see those white squares on the bottom, or I guess where he's standing, those are actually lights. So apparently one issue I heard was that it's kind of hard to see your tricks when competing at EZONE, but yeah, it looks really nice. Obviously, I think this is like some sort of mall, but yeah, in the rules, I think one of the categories, like stage use, kind of encourages players to, you know, like go on the steps a little bit and stuff, like to highlight their tricks. So I think it's pretty cool that Yuiga did that. Next is, I'll do part of Daiki Tanaka's freestyle. So Daiki placed 5th at this contest, with a very clean routine for how he usually goes. So you see there, does a crazy above the head ninja vanish. Been one of his classic tricks for like years, it seems like, but always great every time. Yeah, the thing I like about Daiki's yoyoing is that it's just very, like, I guess aggressive looking compared to most 1A nowadays. He uses his body a lot and stuff. But yeah, his freestyle is really awesome. I recommend that you check that one out. Yeah. So 6th place. This was a super stacked contest, if you couldn't tell. Everyone's doing these great tricks. So 6th was Yuki Nishisako here. Yuki placed 5th at Worlds last year, and for, I guess this kind of shows the caliber of EZONE that he placed 6th this event. Although his freestyle wasn't very clean, you can see that this little segment I have here shows how good he is. Insanely fast front style railing combo to a 360 bind behind the arm catch, and then nails the 2.5 hook. So with the 360 thing, I feel like a trend that's kind of becoming apparent in 2018, sorry, is that these 360 tricks people are doing, like, for example, this bind, or the over the head ninja vanish that Nate did in his PNWR. I don't know, I feel like people rarely do 360 tricks like that, but they're starting to become pretty popular. So, yeah. And I saw that Bergie was watching a little while ago. And this next clip I have, I'm gonna turn up the audio a little bit because this is from 7th place Ryota Komatsu. Here's his interpretation of Bergie's Virginia State's Let me turn this on. You can see here that this is Ryota Komatsu. He's the 3rd person I've seen use this song this year already. So Bergie used it at Virginia State's. Tony Schetz used it at UOIC for part of his freestyle. And then Ryota also used it here for his freestyle. So I don't know. Maybe this is going to be the new music meta for 2018. For those who remember the song Heist, maybe this could be the new Heist. Who knows? Obviously, it's a very good song for yo-yo queuing, but I feel like now that anyone else who does it, it'll kind of just seem like a Bergie copy, at least in my eyes. But that shouldn't even be worth anything, of course. My opinion doesn't matter. Moving on. So those were all the cool 1A tricks that I wanted to show. You can check out all of the 1A freestyles on Yoyo Video Archive's YouTube channel. But then I wanted to show a few of the 4A freestyles as well. This here was Tsubasa Takada. He won 4A here at EZONE. He's been a very, I guess, high tier 4A player for a few years now. Made Worlds Finals in Tokyo, so on. Super fast style, but this is a nice little finisher. The region where it goes around his back is really awesome. And then this ending bind he does is also super impressive, like a sky bind kind of. Yeah, super cool freestyle. And he won the event. And then another cool 4A trick was from Renta Motoyama's 3rd place freestyle. And Renta's style is like super different from the normal 4A meta. I feel like it's kind of more like 1A-esque with his movements. So yeah, this trick you can already tell it's not as like standard 4As. Most tricks usually are. He has a lot of slacks. And that last drop he does is also pretty nice. So yeah, as you can tell, Japan is still killing it with yo-yoing in more than 1A. But yeah, I highly recommend you check out all of the freestyles from EZONE on the Yoyo Video Archive YouTube channel. But now, I'm gonna start playing some tricks that you guys sent in. So here's a trick that I got from Micah. Oh wait, this isn't Micah, this is Sam. Alright, here's a trick that I got from Sam Birdie. And let me resize this a little bit. I actually saw this on Instagram earlier, but always open to rewatch good tricks. So yeah, I think this one, correct me if I'm wrong, was inspired by Nate Daly, and you can definitely kind of see like the Nate inspiration here. And that's not a bad thing at all, of course. Any Nate inspired trick is probably bound to be good, to be honest with you. So yeah, really solid trick. I feel like tricks like this with kind of those clear elements that you can see Sam doing is like definitely the trend of 1A now. So if you don't have a trick like this in your arsenal, then it may be a good idea to learn one, or of course make one. Highly recommend it. Next up, I've got a trick that Blaze sent in. If it loads. Alright. Kind of sized weird. Let me fix that. But yeah, I like that tower he does so far. This is awesome already. Okay. Ooh, what an ending. I see you. Man, really bringing feet back into this. Oh, my voice is doubled up. Is it still messed up? Alright, so let me try to figure out my audio real quick. Sorry about that. But for now, yeah, check out that awesome blaze trick. Um, he's not the first person I've seen do a foot suicide, to be fair, but it's always awesome to see. And I think he's probably the first person to do a drop suicide like that, for what it's worth. So I'll give credit for where it's due there. Yeah, cool trick. You should be able to hear me differently, maybe. No, it's still not different. That's weird. Okay. Well, while I try to figure that out, I'll show the next trick. Yeah, so this is from, let me resize this. Throws and Brews. Tom has joined in on a few of the streams in the past few weeks. Subscribe to his channel, Throws and Brews, if you haven't already. He's probably the best Yoyo YouTuber right now. Yeah, awesome trick. Thank you for sending this in, Tom. Gotta love it. Hear me still? I see an I can't hear, but can't hear you really. Okay. Thank you for the honesty. I definitely, you can hear me, but not well, I'm guessing is what it is. How about now? Is it any better now? Anyone? Good. Alright. That's the okay. Thank you. Yeah, so thank you for the submission, Space Ninja. Next up, I'm going to play. So I have this. That's weird. I have Um, so I had Sam's trick named as Micah, and Micah's trick to name is Sam for some reason. But yeah, so now I'm putting Micah's trick in queue. So, alright, need to resize this, of course. I also saw this one on Instagram earlier today. Great trick, Micah, but I'll go more in depth if you like this time around. Alright, starting from the top. Pretty flowy intro, I already like it. I like that you did something from a green triangle instead of ending the trick there. Catching it in the chop is a pretty smart maneuver. Good transition altogether. Let me rewatch the second half so I could say something about that. Okay, pretty cool tower. Um, yeah. Do you want any criticism on this trick, or this is really good? I can give you criticism if you'd like, but comp advice. Honestly, in 2018, the biggest comp advice I can give, and the advice that I guess I'm following myself, is just don't miss the trick. Like if you hit it perfectly, it'll be more than enough. So most people miss at least multiple elements in their trick, so hitting any trick perfectly will give you more than enough of an advantage. Nice work. Next up is a trick from that I got from Drake. A little big of a file for now. Let me transition. Okay. Cool whips. Yeah, I think both of the whips that you do, because they are two different whips. They're both pretty crucial. I guess the first one is like, I don't know what I'd call it specifically. I guess some sort of like under whip where you whip it onto the string and then kind of do a trapeze at the same time. And then the other one is, I guess, kind of just like a mock whip. Both are very crucial. I definitely use both in a lot of my tricks. So, yeah, awesome job. And now I'm trying to play the tricks that I got instead of the full videos just to start. I got two tricks from Ethan. Ethan, I don't know if you're watching. This is kind of big right now. I actually saw this trick on Instagram earlier this week, or I guess yesterday, whenever you posted it. Really big fan. I'll give commentary once it restarts. Nice intro. I like the kind of whip that you do at that point. Wow, that double green triangle was awesome too. Definitely was not expecting that. I feel like most tricks, when people do a double green triangle, it's usually pretty like predictable. Like the elements that people do to get into them are the same. But yeah, in this trick it was pretty unique. I was not expecting that at all. Awesome trick. It looks super unique too. Like you definitely have a creative style going for you. Keep it up. And then this is Ethan's second trick. Huh. I gotta look at that closer. Couldn't really tell what was going on with that one slow-mo part. Let's look again. Oh, that's neat. Kind of like what I like about that select that you do that's slow-mo is that it doesn't go into something that looks too dense or weird to where like I feel like when people do slacks like this, it's usually kind of just something so like complicated that once you show it to someone, you're like, okay, what do you do from there? But that was a clean and nice looking altogether transition. So yeah, great tricks, Ethan. Keep it up, man. And then, so now I have a few, I guess, fuller length clips to show. Um, This was sent in from Joshy. Joe Black. I don't know who this is. Joe, if you're watching and you'd like to kind of say who it is or something, that'd be great. But yeah, I can still just watch and talk about the yo-yoing, of course. Ooh, the whips. He's hitting the whip. He did 5 green triangle whips, all different. That was pretty cool. First trick altogether was cool, of course. Pretty unique front style. I like it. Okay. And got the double thumb throughs going. This trick is cool too. Yeah, so that was cool. I wasn't expecting, I've never seen this guy before, so it was a nice watch for sure. Give me one quick moment here. Let me get this stream out to more people. So yeah, if you're just tuning in now, it's your boy, Colin Beckford, out here streaming for Skills Live. Man, he's really good. Obviously shouldn't be a surprise. Terrence made world semifinals last year and did really well at PNWR as well. That combo was crazy too. We even did the under the leg. Yeah, it is. But yeah, that was awesome, Terrence. If you're watching, keep it up, man. You have a bright future in more than one division, which is pretty rare. Next up, what's this? Trick from Ham Dog, the OG. Always a supporter of the Scales Live. Let me get this trick up. Just a second. Ham Dog always tells me that his tricks are gonna be bad, but he's always wrong, so let's cheer this kid up in the comments, guys. Tell him that he's good. He needs some confirmation here. Let me rewatch this in a better sizing. Okay. Oh, that was cool. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, man, that was pretty solid. Let me rewatch it, I guess. Try to give you any criticism or something if I can. Yeah, I mean, so I'm sure you know this, but sorry, I'm reading the comments. The green triangle suicide will always be very risky. I don't really recommend doing it, in competition. You just miss it pretty easily, and then you'd have to switch yo-yos. But yeah, pretty cool trick besides that. So I'm quiet to you guys. Am I still quiet? Awesome. Thank you, Remy. Yeah, dude, Ham Dog, that was awesome. Keep it up, man. Don't be so down on yourself. We all think you're killing it. And just keep it up, man. That's all I can really tell you. What else do I have here? I have one last video, it seems. This was from Mark. Not Mark Mangren. I forget his last name, but this is a meme, I'm guessing. I can't hear the audio, so I might not get the comedic factor out of this, but anyways, enjoy. I'll turn the audio up a little bit. DJ, put that record on. That's my song, that's my shit. Fucking Henny XO. All these hoes on my dick. Bitch, wanna put that record on. That's my song, that's my shit. Fucking Henny XO. All these hoes on my dick. Bitch, wanna see this? Bitch, wanna see this? Bitch, wanna see this? So that was that. What do you guys think of that? Yeah, so yo-yo memes, hit or miss usually. Hold on, I'm checking in. DJ, put that record on. That's my song, that's my shit. Fucking Henny XO. All these hoes on my dick. Bitch, wanna put that record on. That's my song, that's my shit. Fucking Henny XO. All these hoes on my dick. Bitch, wanna see this? 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 Yeah. So this is gonna be Joseph's trick. It's probably pretty okay. Like, I don't know. I don't even know who this guy is really. Apparently he's been young for like 4 months or something like that. He's pretty good. I mean, when I was at 4 months, like, I was doing like Matrix or something. So he's doing like tech for 4 months, which is pretty insane. But really awesome trick, obviously. Being able to do complex tricks like this at such an early amount of yoing is still so impressive to me. I definitely envy that skill progression. And then ending is pretty cool, I guess. You should keep out that bounce thing. I think that's the best part of the trick, honestly. If you make all of your tricks like that bouncing element you do, you'd probably win nationals this year. It'd be a pretty good weapon for the battle in Chicago that's going on. But yeah, so I guess this is a good segue for me to start showing more tricks that I personally picked off of Trick Circle this week. There's been a ton of crazy tricks in the past few days. Narrowed it down to about 10 or 15. So yeah, enjoy some awesome yo that you guys didn't send me, that I found. So first off, this is from Christoph Music, my favorite European player smashing roof. I'd also like to mention that Smashing Yoyos is a new sponsor of this guy's podcast, so unfortunately I didn't have time to put their logo into the stream, but we are very thankful for Smashing to support the podcast. Their Yoyos are super awesome and creative. They recently dropped a restock of a flavor, I think, so look up Smashing Yoyos and be sure to check those out. But yeah. Oh, I never turned on this audio too. Okay. Yeah, so this is a trick from Christoph, as I said already. This kid is definitely, I don't know, in my opinion, he's at least the most technical player in Europe. And words can't even describe how good I think he is. I'm a little tired here, but yeah, this is an insane trick altogether. I envy the amount of skill that he has as well. Super young too, so I can see him being a future Czech national champion for sure. Yeah, dude, Christoph is fire. I could play this trick for days, but it's probably a good idea to move on. So here I have, let me resize this, a cool 3-8 trick from Tahir Iqbal. Tahir's like, I don't even know how many times he's won Singapore Nationals anymore, to be honest. It's a lot. Definitely the best 3-8 player in continental Asia outside of Japan. And what I like about this trick a lot is he's kind of like, for Smashing to sponsor and support the podcast. I'm a big fan of their yo-yos, especially the Crucible, I think it is. Super unique yo-yo, and I highly recommend that you check them out on their website. Yoyoist. Hold on. I'll take a second to load, probably. This is an arm trick inspired by the Arata Imai. That's pretty sweet. Let's watch it again. Ooh, the bind. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Paul's always killing it. That was great. Yeah. So let me go through the comments. I'm seeing some questions. Bergie, can you tell Colin to speak louder? Yeah, after you spell my name right first. How about that? Just kidding. I'll make myself louder if I can. Yeah, all of my stuff is at maximum. I guess I can just talk louder, but yeah, sick trick from Paul. What else is there here? Okay. So I see. Any tips on going into Cal States? The best tips I can give are to have fun and just try your best to go clean. Easier said than done, obviously, but just focus on having fun. Don't stress yourself out too much. Not sure if this is your first contest, but either way, just have a good time. That's what's most important. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of comments on the stream saying that they sent me tricks, but since they're not in my email, they don't have priority right now. Maybe I'll get to them at some point, but yeah, Sam and what's this guy's name? Jilly. I know that's not his name, but Jilly. All right, I'll get to your trick at some point, I guess. Okay. Yeah. So next up, let's see what else I have to show. I have a very smooth trick from Gray of Caribou Lodge. Let me make this bigger. Yeah, this is awesome. Gray is one of the best, I guess, teenager kind of group of yo-yoers in the US right now. Really has a style of his own with kind of the like the flow he has in his tricks. Yeah, all the slacks and movements just look so fluid, like it's like there's no wasted time or something. You've watched Yoyo before, you know that his style is undeniably one of the coolest and most unique in yo-yoing. His ability to blend kind of like an interesting way of pacing and like pretty technical concepts is super here. All right, we can hear. Cool, thank you. Just needed some go. But yeah, so now I wanted to talk about a few tricks in particular that have been raising up some, I don't know, not controversy, but some excitement in yo-yoing, at least for me. So earlier this week, Gentry Stein decided to flex on Instagram by posting a video of him doing numerous reverse 2.0 hooks in a row. Now, I'm super jealous of this because I can't even do minus 2.0 hook. Not once, not the 128 times or whatever he said that he got it in 5 minutes. But yeah, so this Gentry trick, him hitting minus 2.0 multiple times, kind of sparked some battle between him and Evan, which was super not something that I would expect. So Gentry starts out with numerous 2.0 hooks, and then Evan claps back with a minus 4.0 hook. And the thing with all these is that although they're difficult tricks, they're not really. I guess Evan was probably the first person to document minus 4, but these are all tricks that people have already, like, I guess, envisioned, so to speak. Like, everyone's, like, even now the discussion's like, oh, who's going to get to 5 first or something like that. So, I don't know. Obviously super impressive, but I feel like there's not much of a surprise here with these hooks. But anyways, Evan clapped back with a minus 4. And then Gentry commented something along the lines of, like, he's, like, Evan spent so much time trying to hit this one trick where Gentry hit minus 2 so consistently. And then Evan clapped back with a video of him doing multiple -2s as well. Starting out with a front style version, actually. I'll have to replay that to kind of highlight that. But yeah, so right now, it's just a battle of who can do more -2s. And what's interesting about this is, like, I don't know. I feel like everyone's doing hooks now, so I feel like people should be thinking more ahead than this. Hooks are, I guess, valuable in a freestyle, but still much more to it than I feel like. But anyways, have to shout out my boy Canny. Canny also flexed and hit -4. Here's a video of it. Rumor has it this man hit -5 today, but there's no video of it, so you can be the judge of if he really did that or not. But yeah, so there's this kind of hook beef that's been going on this week. I don't know what to think about it, but yeah, I just wanted to show you all that. But besides that, Gentry posted a little trick today, little kind of technical Slack thing that was pretty cool. Here's that, and I can really respect Gentry right now, just branching out in general. Even with the -2.0 hooks, he's clearly going for tricks that are more difficult, which I feel like is something that every competitor should strive for. So yeah, it's awesome to see regardless. And then I also have a trick from Kieran that he posted today. And this one was also insane. Probably the best trick of the week, to be completely honest with you. So he catches it on one side of his arm, goes to the other side, and then doesn't even mount the yo-yo fully there, but he like lands it in another slack. It's completely insane. I can't even imagine how difficult this trick is to hit on camera. But yeah, that's fire. What do you guys say in the comments? Yeah, so what's this battle in Chicago thing? I don't know. I saw a Yo-Yo Factory post tricks from like Nate, Gentry, and Evan with that hashtag, so I thought I'd join in. You guys know the national title can't just be going to Yo-Yo Factory. It's more than just that. So I chimed in with a trick this morning, and then Kieran posted something today too. But yeah, so that's Battle for Chicago. I personally really like the amount of I don't know, I guess just people being competitive online about this stuff. Like, I want yo-yoing to be exciting like this, some anticipation instead of everyone kind of just like going into the contest quiet. Let's see some more beef online. I'm trying to fight someone in Chicago. No, I'm not. I didn't say that. That wasn't me. All right, so if you're still watching the stream, you're not going to want to miss out on this now. Tell your friends to tune in ASAP, because right now I have some never before seen yo-yo footage to show you all. All right, you guys ready? You guys ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this. All right, let me pull it up. I guess even if you're ready or not, I'm going to show it. So I was sent a demonstration from the 1A GOAT, debatably, in my opinion. After watching this video, it kind of confirmed that to me. But yeah, I'm not even going to say his name. This is going to be a complete surprise to you guys. So yeah, let's go. Look who it is. The legend. So yeah, this is like a few weeks ago or something, but insane freestyle. He does a lot of new tricks in here, especially this first one. if you're watching, he just did an iron whip. Can you believe that? He did an iron whip. And he hits the suicide too. He kind of like, this trick is kind of a repeat, but I guess he has like 2 different endings, so I don't know. I don't mind watching Takeshi do the same trick twice if it's fire both times. I love the unwrap. So my chat is kind of lagging right now, but let me catch up. Yeah, I think this is at TEDx Bergie. Wow, Sam, do you mind please now? What if I wasn't done yet? Alright, let's see. Yeah, so this is Louis. This is the unlocked character. So the videos of Louis that we showed before, it was like, you know, it was kind of the public Louis, but this video I just showed you guys, this is like the unlocked character. Like, when you play video games and it's like a black silhouette, like that's that character. Like, this is Louis. So yeah. So right now, I have another. This freestyle is also kind of never before seen, but it was just posted a few days ago. Anyways, Takahiro Iizuka, 2008. 2008, 10 years ago, 1 whole decade. I was 8. This is his 44 Clash routine. And for those who know, 44 Clash freestyles are usually never posted publicly, so I'm like pretty shocked that they posted a few from 2008. But yeah, this one was probably my favorite one. He placed 3rd here, and he does a lot of his staple tricks that he did in like 2010 and whatnot, but it's still awesome to watch, and even crazier to think that he was doing these tricks 10 years ago. So yeah, enjoy. I love the classic, the super fast like trick he does, hourglass style. Yeah, so many just like, I don't know, to me just so many classic like elements in general. And that bind, so many people have done that bind, and I feel like not many know that he's the genius behind it. So yeah, a little bit more on 44 Clash. This contest kind of happens on and off. It happened every year from 2008. 2008 was his first year, so it happened every year from 2008 to 2014, I think. But it hasn't happened for the past few years. But this November, it'll be making its comeback. So I'm super excited for the event. They probably won't release the freestyles like they have in the past, just because it's like usually a spectator only can see the freestyles type thing, which is unfortunate, but they're usually awesome freestyles, and if you want to watch them, I recommend buying that plane ticket to go see it. I'm doing it. Why shouldn't you? But yeah, awesome tricks from Takahiro as always. I probably miss his like yo-yoing in the community most, honestly, as far as like the 1A players that have stopped competing. Although he was usually pretty messy, he just always had like a classic style. But yeah, so that was his third place routine from 44 Clash. So I'm getting some submissions in other places. I have a trick from Colin Ellingson that I'm about to download. This kid has a pretty cool name, so like I guess I have to show his trick, I guess. Like I don't even know who he is, honestly, but no, I know who Colin is. He's awesome yo-yoer. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna show his trick now. I have no option not to. So here is Colin with 2 L's. Whoa. Yeah, that was sweet. Alright, I'll rewatch this for some critique. Beginning might be a little bit too many like small elements for judges to notice that well in competition, but it looks cool. Kind of like jolty. Reminds me of like a Mater style trick from 2014. In a good way, of course. Second half of the combo is super cool. I like that little slack you do. And then followed by the kind of mock whip slack was really awesome. Yeah, sick trick, Colin. I'm glad I took the time to watch it. Next time when you send in an awesome trick, please email it though. Should I film a trick and send it over? Yeah, email it preferably, just so it's easiest for me to watch. But yeah, and if you're gonna have me watch a trick of yours, feel free to tell your friends to tune into the stream. Maybe if we get a certain amount of viewers, I'll give away something. Who knows? So I was sent a bit.ly link from Sam Birdie telling me to watch his freestyle, but Sam, unfortunately, I don't have permission to view that file, so I don't think I'll be able to watch it right now. So stream might get super buggy in a second. I'm gonna have to open up mail and get some other submissions. Geez, 13 tricks that I've missed. Oh man. Okay, let's go. I thought this was gonna be over soon, but no way. Yeah, so okay, going through these submissions, a lot more content to show you guys. One of which is, yo, Gentry's here? Okay, what's up, Gentry? Where's the Takeshi freestyle? Bro, you missed it, honestly. Go back like 10 minutes or so and you'll see it. But yeah, you missed out, man. I watched your tricks too, like the hooks and the trick you posted today. Thanks for tuning in, man. Really appreciate it. So yeah, downloading some more content now. For now, instead of showing this, I don't even know who this kid is. Who is Colin? I thought I'm Colin. Okay. David Ung sent in this freestyle, a Sid Seed 2008 routine, also 10 years ago, pretty crazy. I think the context behind this was that Hirotaka Akiba used the song that Sid used in this routine for his EZONE freestyle. But yeah, I'll let that play. Yeah, that was sweet. Thank you, David, for sending that in. Next up, I have a trick from Luke Reinert that he sent in. Always a fan of this guy's Yoyo, and once again, one of the most creative players in the U.S. probably. And then here's just a cool little regen combo. It's crazy though. Seems like a challenging trick for sure. I'll play that one or two more times for you guys to see better. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I were to try that at some point, the Yoyo would just like fully unwind itself. I wouldn't be able to finish the trick that well. That was awesome. Here, I have a trick from Oliver. 24 new shoes. Okay, that's pretty good so far. That's nice. Okay. That was awesome. I'll play that one again. Let's see what's going on in the comments while I say that. Yeah, Oliver is sick. Big fan of this kid. What else? I have a trick from my guy Alfredo. This is the same location as Luke's trick, I think. Okay. Little familiar scenes here. Fix the sizing too, of course. Alright, I got to watch most of it. I'll replay. And ooh, even does the bow too. Okay, what a gentleman. Gotta love it. Okay. Yeah, sweet trick, Alfredo. Keep it up, man. Awesome seeing you progress. Okay, question time. Bergie asks, Colin, gallon of blood or gallon of soap? So this is a classic question. I've gotten this one before. So I think I don't know which one health-wise, but I feel like the gallon of blood would probably go down easier. Like you already have blood in your body, so I don't know. I'm sure like neither of them are probably good. I don't think either one would be an enjoyable experience, but yeah, I guess the blood if I have to answer that. And I guess a question that I can ask to those in the chat is, how many cans of soup do you think you can consume in 1 hour? Full cans of soup, including all of the broth. So yeah, while I get you guys thinking on that question, let's pull up the next content I have to show. So Campbell's is the soup, by the way. Remy says 8. Okay, question from SF Yoyos. Would you rather go blind or spend the rest of your life in an Olive Garden restaurant? See, the thing about Olive Garden is that their food really isn't that good. People, their main attraction is that they have infinite breadsticks, and that's great and all, but like, you can only get so many breadsticks before you have to order a real menu item. So there's the thing. I don't think I can really spend the rest of my life in there. Even just like, I don't even think I can spend like more than an hour there in general. Guess I'd have to go blind, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. So Sam has shared the permissions with me on his routine that he'd like to show. So I will get this queued up next. Okay, so Remy's final answer is 6. I don't think I could do 6, man. Like, that's a lot of soup. Like, it's not much noodles or anything, but like, you know how much broth six cans of soup is? I don't think you could. I just think I think you're wrong with that, man. I don't think you can do 6 cans, Remy. All right, so here's a trick from Matthew that was sent in. I don't think he's using a yo-yo here, but anyways, I can try my best to talk about it. Yeah, so I think the issue with this trick is that the yo-yo has too much of a width for you to like land on the string cleanly with cleanliness. So maybe invest into like a less wide, Yoyo going forward. Besides that though, pretty cool trick. And then I have a trick from Max here. It was recently. Though you gotta get, you see what these people are doing on IG with these hooks nowadays. You have to step up your hook game, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'll play that one again though. Yeah, so besides that, I have a freestyle to show from Sam Birdie per request numerous times, albeit, but still, gotta please the audience. So let me change the sizing of this. This is from the Chico Spring Futures contest. I believe this was held yesterday, and I also believe that Sam placed second. So congrats, Sam. Let's watch your freestyle. I'll actually make this bigger. I can't really see anything myself. So yeah. I think the idea of like a futures Yoyo contest is really nice. I feel like in most cases, normal competitions with like Sport 1A and stuff, people just don't even pay attention to Sport 1A at all, which is pretty unfortunate. So having a whole contest devoted to that sort of, I guess, sport aspect of allowing the kids to get more stage time is really awesome. Unfortunate switch there, but happens to everyone. Happened to me on the world's final stage, so I don't think you can get much worse than that. You gotta get those hooks, man. How many times do I have to say it, man? People are really spending all day trying to hit these hooks. Like, you gotta step your game up. What can I say? Nice job, man. Good freestyle. I definitely see the improvement. Keep it up. And per request, I will be showing the legendary Takeshi freestyle as our last video. So I'll full screen this so you can see better. Enjoy. Showcase 2018. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, probably. This was in Singapore. It was a demo. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys prefer big Yoyo Takeshi with the chameleon, or normal Yoyo Takeshi with whatever he's using here? Probably a colony. I don't know. Big Yoyo Takeshi is more majestic, but yeah. So that was sick. What can I say? Let me get this out of here. And anything left from the chat? Any last words? What song? I don't even know what song. I couldn't hear it. It's a not suitable for work song though. If you heard it, very not suitable for work, honestly. How many hot dogs? 30 minutes? Oh man. I don't know how many hot dogs 30 minutes. You didn't even ask me. You didn't even finish. How many hot dogs? What? How many hot dogs can I make? It, Colin, will you go blonde? I will not go blonde, but you'll see. Maybe I'll have a different hair color at some point. Uh, Luke asking the real questions. Colin, what do you think of bug fights? I hate bug fights and don't watch bug fights. All right, I have a ton of questions now. Keep asking me these questions. Let's just do a question and answer, guys. Um, how about or what about just arm hair? I don't think it would show that, or I don't think it would show that well. Honestly, I don't have that much body hair, especially on my arms in general, for blonde to really be that noticeable. So I feel like this is a waste of time there. Would you rather go blonde or spend the rest of your life in an Olive Garden? I guess in that case, probably the Olive Garden. Yeah. What else? Favorite non-unparalleled yo-yo? Um, what yo-yos do I have out right now that aren't unparalleled? Let me think. Cadence is pretty cool. Kieran Cooper's new signature yo-yo, not out yet, but what else? Bliss as well. But yeah, I don't have that many favorite yo-yos. I think a lot of yo-yos are good, but not many favorites to be honest. Um, Colin, what's your goal for nationals? Honestly, I'm trying to get that dub. It didn't get to go last year, unfortunately, but went the year before, got top 3. I feel like I've been under people's radar since then, but I'm still out here. I'm still out here making tech, still out here making bangers and stuff. So look out for your boy. Um, and do you prefer a hot pink string or baby pink string? 1 second, let me. It depends on what string you think this is. 1 sec. All right, so do you consider this hot or baby? Don't say both. Saying both is not an okay thing to say. But hot or baby, what's this? Whatever it is, that's my answer. That's hot. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's my answer then. I don't know. Ultimately, I prefer like a yellow string or a white string. All right, what else we got here? If you were a fruit, what fruit would you be? Um, hmm. I'd say an apple, like a nice and plump apple, probably would be most something I resemble most. Um, hey Colin, are you competing at 3 at U.S. Nationals? Yup. Um, I'm. I don't know what I'm seated to currently, but I will be doing 3A. Um, what else? Gentry wants to hear some smack talk. Oh man. You have to wait until next stream. Maybe next stream we'll just have a big smack talk stream. And just, yeah, I don't know. It'll happen, Gentry. Thoughts on Brockhampton and Tyler the Creator? I don't know. Both are pretty good, I guess. I don't really listen to both that much, though, so, yeah. Talented artists, please. Or, not please, sorry. I'm reading Sam say, please roast me. But, yeah, so after this, stay tuned for a stream from Patrick Canny. Man, I'm getting more viewers as I'm trying to close up. Let's keep it going, guys. Any more questions? Anything you want to hear me see? Any smack talk you want to see me call anyone out or something? Let's hear it. Call someone out. All right, we're really hitting those hours of the evening. Okay. Who am I going to call out? Man, I have so many options. I can roast anyone right now. People are asking me to roast them right now. I'm not going to call out a child. Sam, you're too young. I'm sorry. I'm an adult. I can't be doing that. Alright, here's an interesting point to call out. So, Gentry, I noticed you saying, I prefer Yoyo Jam Takeshi. However, I saw that you posted a Takeshi combo from pretty recent, 2016, I think. So what's the deal with that? Do you like old Takeshi's personality more? Is it a personality thing? It's like, oh, I only like her personality, stuff like that. What's the deal? Tell me. He was cuter then. Okay. So interesting point. Does that mean do you use attractiveness as the only factor of judging yo-yoers? I feel like that's a pretty messed up metric, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's pretty questionable. Or cuteness. Sam, Dylan called me a S asterisk asterisk T, so roast me as much as you want. If you really think I'm about to do something because Dylan did it, then I don't know what you're thinking or why you're thinking that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to roast people that are like that, man. Roast me, Colin. I need motivation to improve my tricks. All right, how about this? Ham Dog, you're super good, man. Keep it up. I really Alright. Can you guys hear me? How about now? Alright. What's up, boys? Alright, let's do a quick recap. So, today's dinner, Bergie asked, ketchup or mustard on a salad? I had honey mustard on my salad. Um, Honestly, out of those, I'd probably just do no dressing. But, yeah. Um, Ham dog about you? You're a roast? Dude, just stop being so hard on yourself, man. Like, nobody wants to see that. Like, everyone thinks you're good. Just keep it up, man. Work on that. Don't be so hard on yourself. That's all I gotta say. Um, Colin roasts me. Bro, all I gotta do is read your name. Jilly McPhillip? What does that even mean? That's not your name. Yeah, Gentry, you wanna see some beef between me and Nate? Dude, honestly, no reason for me to be throwing shade at Nate daily. That kid's like the nicest Yoyo ever. Doesn't have a single bad bone in his body. He puts in work. Dude, if me or the Scales boys don't win, like, I want him to take the W, honestly. Simple as that. That's not what the viewers want to hear. I don't know, man. All I'm saying is the truth here, so whatever. I'm not gonna lie on live air for beef. Um, yeah, I heard Nate talking shit on you. Damn. Well, I guess that's that. I don't know. Maybe Nate's not the nice kid that I thought he was. Oh man. I'm triggered. Oh man, I'm fuming. Um, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, man, we're all out here playing with a toy. Like, why are we beefing over a toy? Like, we're all just trying to take a dull bit of contest. Like, only one person can get first, so. Hey, so Smashing, you just joined, but I already mentioned I forgot to add the logo in, and I'm really sorry, but I am very thankful for you sponsoring. Gave a shout out on the Crucible. Looks awesome. Oh, for all right. Sorry about that. I'm back. Um, dude, Bergie, like Iron Whip is cool and all, but like, do you even know how to do tech? Like, sure you can do. How many hipster whips can you do in 5 minutes? You think? I think that's an interesting question. Let me know. I'm curious. When are we gonna have Scales Twitch stream? I don't know. Maybe in the future. Cool idea. Your roasts are so weak they couldn't cook an egg, dude. I'm trying to have some eggs right now. That sounds good. Not gonna lie. Can you do behind the back double trapeze? No, I can't. Not even a front on that. I can't do that trick. You roast like Rachel Ray. You down to squat up in Fortnite? Maybe later, dude. I don't know. Kind of busy with this stream right now, you know. All right. I think I'm gonna close in on this stream now. Um, Thanks everyone for watching. Tune in to Canny's stream. That'll be next. I don't know when. Probably sometime this week, but it'll be a definitely worth watching. Who knows? Maybe we'll have some beef on there for Gentry. You'll have to see. Anyways, tune in to the Scales Live. See you guys.
Shoot. Is this working? Shoot. Is this working? Shoot. Is this working? Hey. Hey everyone. This is wild. Hi. Hi, I'm Canny, and this is Canny Live. Welcome back to the Canny live stream. This is not Colin time 3, but I don't know how to change the title. Alright, cool. So we're out here. The real reason I want to do this stream is because I just want to yo-yo. Yeah, we're gonna do some yo-yo tricks. That's what we do. That's what we do out here. We do yo-yo tricks, yo. It's good vibes. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm not gonna show videos or anything. I just want to do tricks and yo-yo and be a goon, you know? That's what we do. That's what we do out here at Scales Live. We just get that. Let's see -5. Okay, I'll stream until I get -5. How about that? That's too hard. That's too hard. I can't do it. It's too hard. I don't want to do it. This is dumb. I'm not about that. Hits it in 40 seconds. There's no way. I'm not gonna be able to hit that trick in 40 seconds. That trick's way too hard. That trick's not even like practical. I want to move this camera around. I feel like we got some cool vibes. Hey there. I still gotta figure out this like stream setup. I gotta figure out what's going on. Yeah, hit me up with some questions. But battle for Chicago. Do another cold brew I could do a cold brew tutorial stream. I actually just made cold brew today. I've actually been drinking cold brew this whole time. Look at this. So I've been drinking this coffee this whole time. Oh, yo, I can just rotate the smashing logo in. No, like check this out. I can literally, dude, I can literally put the smashing logo in the stream right now. I can do that right now. This is how cool software is. Wow. So like we here at Scales, I'm just gonna reveal all of our secrets right now. So like hopefully the guys are okay with that. But I'm about to reveal all the secrets of Scales. So we have like a secret drive, a Google Drive. I can't really like screen share because I like don't really know OBS that well, but you know, maybe in the future I'll like actually be able to share. So we have this drive, and we have all like the logos for like the companies that are our sponsors. And right now I just have like the software open called OBS that we're like running like a loop of like the logos through. So I'm gonna try and add in the smashing logo. Okay. So check it out. I'm gonna go into this slideshow right here. I'm gonna source a new image. And it should be in there now. We'll see. I sure hope that worked. Canny time 1. Wow, this is crazy. I never even thought that I would be streaming. Oh, I don't. Okay, no, I don't have any real secrets. I was just talking about our software, guys. I'm sorry. So yeah, I think smashing logo should be in there now. I don't know. Let me know if it is. I definitely don't know. We'll see what happens. See, I don't know if you guys heard it, but I oh shoot, we got that wavy camera right now. Yeah, so we're out here, we're streaming, having a good old time, talking about yo-yos. You know, that's what we do. Checking, I'm using this like secret yo-yo. See, all I'm talking, I'm a terrible streamer. I'm just revealing secret stuff. This is just sad. Anyone want to chat with me? Yo, I'll see if the skills guys want to join voice. See what happens. We'll see what happens out here. I'm in the voice channel right now. Let me know if you guys can hear Colin. I don't know if you're gonna be able to. See what happens. Hey, can you guys hear Colin? Oh no. Okay, well whatever. We'll figure it out at a later date. Yeah, now I just proved to you that I don't know how to stream either, so we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on here. I just thought it would work, but I guess not. Alright, what are we doing? We're gonna talk about yo-yos. Got a few yo-yos that I want to talk about. Got some more over here. Boom, I got some yo-yos in the queue that we're gonna talk about. So we're gonna talk about some yo-yos. Hit me up with some questions. We're just chilling out here, you know? That's what we do. Canny live. Has anyone ever done like a quad kickflip? Dude, who cares about -5? Oh yeah, I got -5 earlier. That's why people are like, hey, I do -5. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Let me set this camera up a little bit better. I got a lot of heat for like the palm out catch, which I don't actually understand like why that's a big deal. I don't know, I feel like that's pretty normal. Alright, I'll be careful near the glass. Alright. So we're using the turntable right now, because I think I can get -5 on the turntable. One, two, three, four. So I get close a bunch, but it's like really hard. See, -5 is really hard. It's just all luck. It's like, you can't even like plan for it. You just have to like, I don't know. You just have to do it. I don't know what to tell you. It's just a challenge, I would say. I wonder what would happen if I played like music right now. Yeah, I don't know. This stream is really. Oh shoot! Whoops. Headphones, headphones are hard. I can't like hear myself. This is really weird. I wonder. Can I just like play music? Can I hear music? Dude, whoa. That's me. You can hear the music. This is kind of cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was -5. That was -5.0 hook right there. Just easy. Yeah, it's really hard. I don't know what to tell you. It's a really hard trick. I'm getting better at -4. -4 is like. It is really hard. It's really hard. It's a really hard trick. Yeah, -5.0 hook right here. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll do it again for those of you who missed it. Oh, you hear? Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna kill this music. That was bad. Yeah. Okay. So Battle for Chicago. Yeah, I'm coming to Chicago. Yep. Should be a fun one. Soft 130. If you know, you know. Yeah, Bergie may or may not go, from what I've heard. I think you should go and just do like coverage, but because he's like, I don't really have like a reason to compete. But that's his kind of call at this point. Bergie doesn't like need to go. Is the thing. Like, I need to go because I don't have like Shanghai seed, but I'm also like probably not gonna go to Shanghai. So like, yeah, Remy knows. Soft 130. And I have some new tricks. I'll show you some new tricks. Not -5, because -5 is not a new trick. -5 is a really old trick that everyone has known about for a really long time, but like no one has hit it. Ooh, smashing. Ooh. Smashing's going to Chicago. So y'all are gonna see smashing Yoyos there. Okay, so let's think about new tricks. Oh yeah, here's a new one. My bad. We'll do it again. Woo. Big idea is the first part, so glad I can get that pretty consistent at least. So that's kind of a new one. Here's a new front style. This one's gonna be in my United freestyle in a couple weeks. So this is kind of a new one. I've actually had like that front style for a while, but just like haven't really done it. Alright, listen. Okay, here's kind of a new one. The idea is you get here. Alright, this is a new combo. New combination of whips, let's call it. This is a new whip combo. Got whips out here. Whips for days. Let's check out the comments. Let's see what's going in the comments. Whoa, wait, did he hit -5? Yeah, once, but not on the stream. Yeah, I probably am gonna get RSI. I'm just not good. Dude, Briggy should go. Soft, yeah. See you there, yeah, Joseph is fire. Yeah, Joseph's like one of my favorite yoyos. A nice GT. Yep, that was a nice GT. Which yo-yo was that? I'm late, so I missed. Yeah, so this yo-yo is the flashback from Unparalleled. It's the flash, but a little bit different. Yeah, that actually leads me right into like my next little section. Tech talk. I'm gonna talk about not like tech yo-yo tricks, but like tech, like yo-yo tech. Cause I'm a tech nerd. I like thinking about different ways to like improve my yo-yoing with like tech. So like the yo-yos that I use and some of the new stuff I've been using recently. I think it has a lot going for it personally. So I really want to talk about it. So first things first. Oh, I need to grab a couple more things. Alright, so we're going to talk about the tech that I use at a yo-yo contest, because I think that like the stuff that you're using can also have as much of an impact on like what you're doing as like your execution or things like that. So I think that having like a good yo-yo setup and like having something that's consistent will help you like become like a more consistent and like better yo-yo player. So I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that I've been using that I think is like really good, some of the stuff that I think I would change a little bit, and yeah, just let me know if you have any questions about like my setups. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Boom. So we got some yo-yos down here. These are like the yo-yos that I use primarily, as well as some of the other stuff that I use, like the string I use and some of the pads that I use. So I think we'll first start talking about the string. I don't think it's too crazy. So I actually switched my string this year. I used to use Kitty string 1.5 because I liked like the stiffness of it, and I actually switched to Kitty Fat this year, and I actually really like it. And I think like one of the reasons that I liked switching to Kitty Fat is because I like the thicker string. I think like holds tension a little bit better, and I think it whips a little bit nicer. It's like really, I don't really have any like data to back that up, but yeah, I switched from 1.5 to Fat this year, and I feel like I enjoy using it a lot more. I can't really say anything as to if it like lasts longer than anything, but yeah, 1.5 or fat kitty string is really good. 1.5 is really good too, but I really prefer Fat now just because I think its whips are a little bit nicer and it's a little bit more predictable. So yeah, it's the string I use. Something new for 2018 that I'm trying out is the Hakamata pad. So these are made by Takumi Hakamata from Japan. This is what they look like. They're like, it's like a black response pad. I keep them in this like IR pad ball. And I actually just started using these in a couple of my yo-yos, mostly flashback. So they're in there right now. This is the yo-yo I use the most. You can see them in there. That's what they look like inside of the yo-yo. Yeah, really nice pad. Pretty short break-in period. Super grippy, and I think they spin. They Hakamata says that they like add to the spin time of your yo-yo. I don't know if that's true, but I can say they're a really consistent pad, and they've been pretty consistent for me ever since I put them in this yo-yo. They've been playing about the same, which I really appreciate in a pad. I like a pad that's like really consistent. Before this, I used Yo-Yo Factory natural pads, which I guess are comparable, but I think I prefer the Hakamata pads just because I definitely can tell when I put them in they were really grippy, and like now they're really grippy, which I really appreciate because I want my pad to always bind the same no matter how old it is. And I think the Hakamata pads do a really good job of like holding their life. They're a little bit more expensive. I think they cost maybe like $1 per pad. So nothing crazy, but you know it's a little bit of a premium to pay for response pads. But I think it's worth it because they'll last a while and they're really consistent for you. So yeah, Hakamata pads. That's what I'm using in 2018. Really like them so far. Okay, so as for comp set, I'm kind of using a pretty weird competition set this year. These are the three. This is my competition set. I know, it's super whack. So my primary is the flashback unparalleled. It's a flash, except it's 77.5. Shout out to the plug, Colin Beckford, hooking me up with this yo-yo. I used it at PNWR. I'm going to use it at every contest that I compete at this year, unless something else comes out. You'll have to tune in to see. But this is what I'm planning on using. Really good yo-yo, really consistent. I like it a little bit. It feels a little bit more solid than the original Flash, so I prefer it to the original Flash. I don't know any specs on it, but you can check out the shape. Kind of like similar to like the Dropner, obviously same shape as the Flash. No real spec change, but the materials are different. And I think that the weight might be a little bit different. It feels a little bit more solid to me. But yeah, really nice yo-yo. Really looking forward to when these come out. Yeah, super stoked on it. My backup is the Cadence. I was fortunate to get one of the pre-pros from Kieran. This one is 64 grams. So this is one light yo-yo. I love the color. One of my favorites. Yeah, I've just been playing this thing so much. I like that it's really wide. It's like wider than you think. Apparently they're coming out this week, and you'll see the new version, but I really do like the 64 gram version. It's really smooth. It's the one that flew off stage in my performance. Still plays great. Awesome yo-yo. Really great color. I like it's a little bit different than the Flash in terms of weight and size and everything, but you know they're similar enough. They're similar enough for me to use. Cadence doesn't spin as long as the Flash for sure, but it's really a comfortable yo-yo. Good hand feel. Kieran was telling me when he was like helping design this, one of his primary goals was having a really good hand feel, so it's easy to catch and just really easy to use. And I definitely can tell that when I'm using it too. So can highly recommend this one to anyone. Can't wait for the production version. So really stoked on that one. Third backup is actually the turntable. So one of my I actually named this yo-yo. So this is like my yo-yo pretty much. Similar, honestly, very similar shape to the flashback. Similar shape to the flashback, similar size, a little bit more organic. Similar weight, to be honest. The distribution is definitely different, but I have liked this yo-yo since it came out. It's still one of my favorites, and that's why I'm still going to be using it in 2018. I know it's kind of whack, but this is one that I'm going to be using, and I really do like it. So yeah, that's my comp set for 2018. Flash, Cadence, and turntable. Those are my three yo-yos that I'm going to bring with me to every contest. Unless something else comes out, which you'll have to stay tuned for. So yeah, then off stage you'll be seeing me using these guys. This is the Alley Cat hard coat, customized by yours truly. I wrote Gnar on the side because it's a gnarly yo-yo. As you can see, it's all gashed up. Been using this thing a ton. On the other side it says this toy is meant for shredding. because it is. You know, it's just a shreddable yo-yo. It's so like light and fun and responsive, and it's great. Really love this one. Then also the Alleycat 650B, much nicer than the original Alleycat in terms of play, but not as like raw aesthetic. So I'm keeping this one pretty mint. Yeah, I really love this yo-yo. Randy gave this one to me at PNWR. Really appreciate that. Really great yo-yo. Can recommend it to anyone who wants a fun yo-yo, pocket yo-yo. If I ever go on a long distance hike, which I will take this yo-yo with me. And actually, I did take this yo-yo with me in my backpacking trip into Utah. So this is my hiking yo-yo. If I was ever to go on a hike, I would bring this yo-yo. Yeah, I really love it. Really awesome. Can recommend Alleycat. Boom. So that's the tech. That's the tech I use. The tech I use for school. I use this keyboard. This is the Vortex Core. As you can see, I have a layer in right now because I custom program it because it's 40%. It's, I don't know, it's ridiculous. It feels weird. It's like tiny. I don't know. I remapped like tab to be like the escape, which is kind of cool because you like just stop thinking about it. You just hit the tab like when you're going for stuff. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I really like the core. Really grew on me. I thought it was stupid at first. I use the MX Master because it's programmable. Yeah. If I'm doing Audacity cuts, I have like stuff mapped. So like I have like zoom mapped to these buttons and then like cut mapped to this button. Really nice mouse. It allows me to do gestures to tab through the pages, which I really like. Honestly, it's overkill. If anyone wants an MX Master, let me know. But it's an overkill mouse. I like it though. It's really good, really ergonomic. Cool mouse for sure. So stream. So yeah, this is a side of skills you'd ever see. This is what's behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, yo. So you got this. I use this USB audio codec here. The codec basically allows me to have multiple outputs to like one input. So I have, one output, multiple inputs. So like these two guys are inputs, and like these two guys are inputs. These two guys are the output, and this is like a secondary input. Woo! There's my elephant. He goes off. And then I also have like a phone's amp right here. It's a little audio thing. Really versatile, really easy. There's our mic for streaming. We just use a Radio Shack mic. I have these Mackie Studios, which I mostly use just for listening to music because they're not flat. They're pretty colorful, but really cool guys right there. What else am I using? I have this big ol' 32-inch monitor. It's like a TV. This is Scales Tech setup. This is what we're doing. Scales Tech. I use this eraser. I use this coaster that I made myself. It's kind of cool. I use a Hydro Flask. Field notes. I write stuff about data structures in here. So as your singly and doubly linked list. If you're trying to learn about linked lists, I got you. They're easy. They're not that hard. I could teach you anything about data structures. As for stuff I use on my computer, I use Trello. Trello is like the best. So that's all I got in terms of. That was kind of like a weird segment, but it was kind of fun. I like showing you guys like what I'm into. Yo-yos, good stuff. Yeah, if you have any questions for me, just let me know. I kind of want to like yo-yo some more. I'll try for -5 again. I said I would keep streaming until I hit -5, so I have to keep streaming, Have to. Sam, I use Chrome if I'm doing web development, and I use Safari casually. Mark, I don't know red black tree. I know 2-3 tree, which is like a second order B tree, and I can tell you that 2-3-4 tree is better than 2-3 tree, and red black tree does the same thing that 2-3 tree does, except it does it in a different way that's a lot better. 2-3 tree just doesn't store data on interior nodes, whereas red black tree stores data on interior nodes and rebalances itself, and I think a lot nicer way. basically 2-3 tree just adds depth, but then like gives the interior nodes the ability to show you where to go. Yeah, I know. So I know that red black tree is cool because it gives you guaranteed login access, which I really like. But I've never implemented red black tree. I've implemented 2-3 tree, which is like comparable to red black tree, but no one actually uses it because it's like from the 80s. I just learned Fibonacci heap and binomial heap, or binomial queue, and pretty sketchy stuff. Honestly, I think binomial queue is going to be really hard to implement. I think my next implementations are leftist heap, skew heap, and binomial queue. I'm really scared. Yeah, Sam, I write code. My favorite language is Python, but I primarily use C++ and C. You can check me out on GitHub at Patrick Canny. Or patrickcanny.github.io. Okay, -5. Here we go. This is -3. I'm gonna do -3 in contest. So close, yo. It's hard. I don't know. Dude, I don't think that hooks look good. Thank you. I really do not like hooks. I just can't stay away from a competition, you know? If I can be the first one in the world to -5, I'm gonna do it. What's the easiest coding language? So Scratch, I've like heard of Scratch, but I've never used it, so I can't really speak to it. There's not really there are like languages that are like easy in different ways. There are languages that are easy to learn because there's a lot of resources on them. There are languages that are easy to use because they're like similar to English. It really depends on your definition of easy. I would say if you're just starting to learn how to code, just use Python. Personally, Python or Java. Java's pretty good. Or honestly, I could say you could probably learn JavaScript because JavaScript has a lot of really good documentation, I think. I think JavaScript's well documented just because the community behind it is huge. Like the whole web is JavaScript, so. So I'm trying to think if I have any other new tricks. What contests am I going to this year? So I'm going to United Yoyo contest in 2 weeks. I'm going to a CR in 3 weeks. I'm planning on going to MWR. It's in like June. And then Nationals. And yeah, I'm trying to win them all. 1A and 5A. Not 5A. I don't do 5A. I'm not a 5A player. Whoa. I'm not going to be AC. Yo. Riding out the vibes out here. Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, true. America does have a lot of contests. That is one thing that we have going for us. A lot of yo-yo contests. We got a lot of those. Whoa. Alright. I don't have anything else to say, really. This was Canny time 1, I guess. I don't know, a pretty simple stream. Hopefully in the future we can get some stuff set up. I have some kind of interesting ideas for the scale stream. I think we can do... what I'm really hoping to do is I want to do streams where we have, like, 2 talking heads doing, like, an interview with each other at the same time. I think it would be great if we could get, like, multiple faces on the stream at one time. Something that I'm going to hopefully try and implement. It's definitely tricky because it's a tough, like, live video chatting kind of deal, but there's got to be some good documentation out there on how to do it, so I'm going to try and get that set up once I have some time. School's been, like, crazy, so I haven't really been focusing as much on, like, doing the streams and stuff like that, which is why this is my first. Yeah, and I just want to make our workflow, like, a little bit more streamlined. Like, obviously, we've run into some issues with, like, we want to have guests on the stream, but it's hard because not everyone has the same, like, JSON files. So we have to figure some of that out just so we can get everything streamlined. Then I have some other plans in the works for yo-yoing. You'll have to stay tuned. Should be fun. And then over the summer I'm gonna be staying in Kansas City doing a software internship. Really excited about that one. Really hoping to make it a really great summer, doing a lot of stuff. And then at the end of the summer, I think I'm gonna go back to Colorado and hike the Colorado Trail. I think I have 2 or 3 weeks to do that, and I think I can hike it in 2 or 3 weeks. It's kind of pushing it because it will be like my first like long distance hike, but I'm pretty confident in my abilities, and I feel pretty capable of doing that. That's the other thing I'm really passionate about is hiking, being outside and doing stuff. So might do some of that. Yeah, hoping to travel over the summer, do some stuff around the country, yo-yo related or otherwise. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in to Canny Live on the Scales stream. Yeah. Bye.